Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. Today's video, as you can see, we got a problem. We got an Imac that blew its cork. The display monitor, which they call it, went out on it electronically. So we no longer have a display. But it does appear to show when you first start it for about 5 minutes, and then it just goes black. Alright? So today's video, what I'm going to show you is how to survive so that you don't have to go out and buy a new iMac right away. I mean, later, you might want to do it eventually sometime, but I'll tell you what is going on with me here with this. I'm already into it too deep with money. I bought it in 2009, and about 3 months ago, first thing that happened, and I thought it would last a long time without anything else going wrong. What happened was the hard drive went out. Well, luckily I was able to take it in to a place in Waukesha, and I'll put the description down below. Waukesha, Wisconsin, if you guys are from the area. I'll put it in the description. I'm not going to mention the name because I'd probably get in trouble if I did that on the video. So you guys can look in the description, and you'll find the company that fixes all Mac products, Apple phones, computers, anything to do with Apple. This place is the only place that's in the southern part of Wisconsin. Now, if you go into Illinois, you got to go quite a ways in Illinois to find a person that will service all Apple products. Now, when you go to the Apple stores, that's a whole different ball game. You got to drop it off, and they send all the stuff out. If you want a hands-on person that you can rely on, then you got to go to a shop that's got a person that you can talk one-on-one, and they'll sit down with you and they'll go through what they did. They'll prove that it all works, everything else. Apple store, you just drop it off, they send it in, then you got to get it analyzed, and then they tell you what's wrong, and you got probably 2 weeks tied up waiting. So it's kind of nice to take your car and drive for maybe an hour, take it into a repair shop that takes care of Apple products. Now that's, iPhones and laptops, all that stuff. Like I said, I'll show you in the description who that is if you live in this area. But anyways, I told you about the what's going on with that. Where do you draw the line? It started out with the hard drive, then now it's the display monitor. That's out. Well, the display monitor, he told me you couldn't even get. You can't even get parts because it's 2009. Now, I paid $1,700 for this computer back in 2009. It should last 50 years, right? Wouldn't that be nice? No, electronics don't last that long. They say the life of a computer is 5 years. And they said it was a bonus that I was able to make it last till, for as long as I did. So I got $365 in the hard drive, and then I got, if I could get a display monitor, you're looking at probably a lot of money for that. So then you'd have to say, well, I can't afford to fix it. I'll just have to buy a new one. So it's kind of like, I put the hard drive in, and then right after, 3 months later, the display monitor goes out. Kind of makes you feel crappy about it, You're hoping that you get another couple years out of it without anything going wrong, but it just don't work that way. It's kind of like a car. You fix one thing, and you got another thing goes wrong. And that's kind of the way the cookie crumbles in this world, I guess. Everybody's got the same problem. So I'm not going to talk too much more on that. I'm just going to tell you basically what I did to get out of spending money. You see we got the Imac and we got a basic monitor I pulled out of the back 40. You know, no junk monitor. It's got to be a DVI style monitor though. You can't use anything older than that. The stuff you got today is HDMI, and then usually it has a DVI port on the back as well. So this one doesn't have HDMI. You know, the stuff that I send out to you guys on YouTube is all done with HDMI cables and everything else. It's a PC that's you know, pretty fast and you know, well-built computer that I custom built. And if you want to see it, you can look in one of my I got one on my playlist in my videos. Take a peek at that. It's called "Did I Overkill on My Computer Build?" Take a look at that, and you'll see what's all involved when you build your own computer. But the quick fix on this was I took it in, and the guy says that I can use another monitor, and I was glad to hear that. And it's real simple. You know, all you got to do is, it's an Apple product. It's called the Mini Display Port to DVI Adapter. That's what the description on the box is. But when you get the box, it comes in a little cardboard box. You can't open it with your hands. You got to have a pliers. I mean, a pliers and then maybe a chisel to get in the box. I'm not kidding. You can't even get in that thing. I don't know what Apple does with everything they package it so tight you can't even get in the box. Just a little dinky box. You think you'd be able to just pull the thing open. I didn't want to destroy the box because, you know, in case you got to take it back. No, it's all ripped up, you know. So anyways, all you got to do is plug the adapter in the iMac in the back. It's a little square port. You can't go wrong. There's only one plug for that. Then you take the DVI other end and you screw that to the adapter. There's two screws, and you know, plug it in and two screws, and you tighten them up, and you fire the thing up. And the first thing that's going to happen is if that screen's working when you fire it up, like mine is, it works for 5 minutes and it shuts down. That's good because it's a little easier to work with. But what the guy told me that would happen is that if this thing ever goes dead completely, the screen where it never lights up, what will happen is that as soon as you put a new monitor on it, now this monitor, you know, the computer knows this monitor now. I got this all locked in, so it's going to work. But now if I take this monitor off and I put a new monitor on, what's going to happen is when you fire this up, you're going to get a display of your desktop, but you won't have a dock on the bottom. You know, with all your icons on the bottom, you'll just have what's called a Finder at the top. So what you want to do is you want to go to Finder, and you're going to click on Go, and then you're going to go to Applications, and then you're going to go to Preferences. And then after Preferences, then you're going to go click on the Display Monitor. You know, it's going to say Display Monitor, or just plain Display, I believe it is. Then after you click on the display, then you're going to click on the icon that's next to it that says Arrange. And then when you click on the Arrange, it's a little tab in there, it's called Arrange. Then you're going to click on a little box that says Mirror. And Mirror means that you can mirror both monitors. Both monitors will work simultaneously. So that way you can actually work both screens at the same time. So if you have a software program that allows you to split sections of the software, you can drag one piece of the page onto this monitor, and then you have the other part of the page on the other monitor. But I'm not sure how that works because I don't play around with that stuff too much on the Mac, but I know on my PC I got that rigged up so where I got two display monitors. So what I have is I have my video editing on that piece of a monitor, and on the second piece of the monitor I have my actual viewing that I can view what I'm doing. It's actually it's like a television set up over here. So then whatever you're doing over there, you can play it over here and you can see the full screen. So it's kind of nice to have that. And then also it gives you more work area to work on it on that monitor. But in this case here, we're just, you know, I'm kind of probably getting off track here, but that's what it's all about. If you guys have an old iMac that you have problems with, or you're going to have problems with eventually, you can almost count on it's going to be one right after another, you know. So hard drive, $365 would it cost me, because it blew up. I had to get that done, and then after that, then the display monitor. So now it's, you know, it's one thing after another. So I think I covered everything that needed to be covered, I hope. Sometimes my brain gets ahead of me, and I can't think of if I missed anything. I had to shoot this video about 3 times because I had a little trouble with my mic system. And but anyways, I got it solved now. So right now would be a good time for you guys to hit the like button if you like the video, and I appreciate if you subscribe to me, as that helps a lot. And I hope you guys have a great day, and God bless. We'll see you next video. Thank you.